Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Cherie and I'm so glad you're here with me today. We have been doing, if you're new here, we have been doing the devotional 365 Days of Kindness, and we've started doing this in March, and we're on March the 14th, and I've just been reading the devotional, and we've just been kind of going over it together. It doesn't take very long. It just gives us something to think about as we go about our day today. And today's is on teachers and preachers. Let me make this a little bit smaller. It got bigger on me. I didn't mean for it to. There we go. It did it by itself. Got a mind of its own. Okay, it's on teachers and preachers. And today's reading is out of James 3:1. And this is out of the ESV version. It says, "Not many of you should become teachers, my brothers, for you know that we who teach will be judged with greater strictness." And the devotion, hang on a second, I had an itch, my nose itch. Nobody would argue that teachers have a hard job. Teachers in the scriptures were those who taught about law. But it is true that even our present day educational teachers have a huge responsibility on their hands. Teachers are gifted not only about a subject, but in the way that they teach our young people about social responsibility. They are often the ones children gain confidence from. Take some time to reflect on the incredible responsibilities of teachers and the greater school environment, and pray that God would strengthen them and lift them up. And your act of kindness is drop off school supplies at your local school. Now that's a really, really good one. Right there where this verse really hits home with me, because it says that teachers will be judged with greater strictness. And where I try to teach on here some, and all of us here that try to teach and do a channel, I tell people I'm no Bible scholar. I don't know the Bible in and out. I'm just learning with everybody else, and we're all in this together. But I also tell people, if I do something on here that is wrong, if I teach something that is not right, please let me know, or say, Cherie, that's not the way I was taught on that verse. You might want to think about it this way or whatever. But, we all have to learn together. And teachers do have a hard job. I've had very many good teachers in my life. I've had good teachers, and I've had some not so good teachers. I've had some that have helped me and some that have hurt me. They haven't really been my friend as far as peer pressures and things like that. They would, say things that would kind of get the kids to tease me even a little bit sometimes. And, I don't think they meant to. I think they were just trying to get the kids to like them or whatever, but it didn't do me any justice. So, sometimes when I was in the 7th or 8th grade, I believe it was, I had one of my favorite teachers, excuse me, Mrs. Rogers. She was one of my favorite teachers, and she did really good by me. And she was very good. I didn't want to leave her class, and then when we left her class, we left that school and went into a big fancy school. It was the first year that school had been built. And our next year, we were going to be the freshmen at that new school, and I was scared to death. But, of course, she stayed at the little school. She didn't want to be part of that bigger school, and I don't blame her. But I just thought the end of the world had come because she wasn't going to be over there with us. But, I had her, and then I had some that, I don't know why, but they acted like, that my parents hadn't, were well off and stuff. But, my parents struggled just like everybody else's parents did. I don't know why they thought that. And also, at that time, I wore the same shoe size as my mom. So I wore a lot of different shoes because we shared shoes sometimes. And, they teased me about that. A couple of those men teachers would. And anyway, it kind of got me stuck in a category, apart from some of those kids when I didn't feel that way. That was their opinion. My mom and dad worked hard for anything we had, and they scrimped and saved and did without. And, they were just like everybody else's parents. Their house at that time was a larger house at that time, but now it's not. Now these days it's not a big house at all compared to all these houses that are being built now. And it wasn't really that big then. It's just, I guess maybe on that street it might have been, but it wasn't that big a deal. So it got me picked on a lot. It kind of they put me in a different category as everyone else, but I didn't feel I was, because I really wasn't. So, teachers can make you or break you sometimes, but good teachers are hard to find. And, they teach our kids about a lot of things, and they've got them a long time during the day, and they can build them up, and hopefully that's what they do. And, we need to pray for our teachers and our schools, because there's a lot of rules these teachers have to follow, and a lot of things they have to do, paperwork and different things. It's not just about teaching our kids. It's about a lot of paperwork and red tape and stuff like that. And, it's just like everybody's job that's out there. There's always some stuff that you have to do that seems frivolous and unimportant. But, it's part of it. It's part of the job. It's part of what you have to do. So you have to do it and go on, when we'd have a district manager coming, you'd have to make the fake store. Everything had to be perfect because the district manager was coming. And that was so crazy. Why can't you just be the store y'all? You should look like that all the time. The store should be in good shape all the time, not just when you think company's coming, and everybody gets all stressed out and everything. It's crazy. But anyway, teachers are very important. And so are the parents. You need to keep in touch with your school teachers, your kids' teachers and stuff. You all need to know that you've got each other's backs, and that you want to know how your kid's doing in school. You need to go on parent-teacher day. You be involved in your kids' lives, because, they're at that school a lot of times more than they're home as far as their awake hours, That's a big chunk of their day. So make sure that, you're a part of that in their lives. And I know it's hard when you work and you have kids in school. I know it's hard in activities, homework. I know it's hard. But just let them know you're there and you're present. And if they have a problem or your kid has a problem, to make sure they know they need to let you know. So anyway, I won't take up any more of your time. I haven't done much today. We did get out a little bit today. I had a doctor's appointment and things like that, and that all went really well, so I want to thank Jesus for that. And then we went out to eat at a Mexican restaurant, and it's a really good restaurant here in town, and they've remodeled lately, and it looks really nice. And we're a small town, so the bigger cities have big nice restaurants and have the garage doors, that they can raise up, when it starts getting cool, warmer weather, to cool it down and just bring the outside in. And we've never had a restaurant like that here. And this one's like that. Well, we were out in that area, like an indoor patio type area. And anyway, the music was kind of loud. And we couldn't even talk to each other. And the manager lady in there is really sweet. And she says, "Everything okay?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you think you might could turn that music down a little bit?" I said, "It's really loud." And she goes, "It is, isn't it?" So she went and turned it down. And I was burning up out there because those glass doors, it was getting hot. And so I didn't mean nothing, but I just took my menu and I was kind of fanning myself with it a little bit. And she said, "Is it hot? It's hot out here, isn't it?" I said, "Well, it's a little stuffy, I think." And these girls that was sitting across from us are like, "Yeah, it's hot out here." And she goes, "I'll fix that." And she raised up those big, glass garage door things and let all that air in, but brought the outside in. That was so cool. I loved that. That atmosphere was so nice. And I said, "Boy, I just love this. I could just come here and sit and, eat chips and salsa and drink a Coke or whatever." Eat my lunch here every day. But it just, the atmosphere was nice to begin with, but that just changed the whole thing. And I thought, this is just like being in a big city, and, it's just the little things, but it just made my day. So anyway, that's about all we did today. I think it's supposed to be pretty again tomorrow, but I think it's going to rain after tomorrow evening. And anyway, I hope we might get to do something out tomorrow. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and do this. I hear Miss Bella over there, and she has got a plastic clothes basket that has her toys in it. Well, she's over here chewing on the basket. I can hear her, so she's eating little pieces of white plastic. I know she is. I can hear her. So I've got to go tend to her because she's like Dennis the Menace. She's always into something. So I've got to go take care of that. It's never a moment's peace around here. But, yeah, I just wanted to go over this, and it says teachers and preachers. It didn't really, it does say on here about teaching. It didn't really talk about preachers, but, they have an influence on all of us. So, they have to be held accountable to us and to God. They've got a big responsibility too, because they will be judged with greater strictness. So, support your pastors and, let them know you're there to help them out, and let them know that you support them and that you appreciate them. And teachers too, let them know you appreciate them. So they have a dangerous job, how it is these days. So anyway, I just wanted to go over that with you because we've been doing that. And I'll be back on here hopefully with another one tomorrow, if y'all don't mind. That's what I'm doing. And if I get a chance soon, if not tomorrow, soon, I'm going to go over my I'm going to go over my scripture writing journal for the month of February. I don't think I went over all of it. I might not have went over any of it. I can't remember. But I'm going to go over a little bit of stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to try to get into a little bit of different videos about scripture writing and studying and things like that. So anyway, remember to live, love, laugh, and laugh some more, because laughter is the best medicine. And anyway, I hope to be on here real soon, and I hope you have a great day. Remember to smile and be kind, and I'll see you back here real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.